We're looking ahead to November elections. Now that the primary is wrapped up in the state of Missouri, voters may be looking for candidates that will help Missouri businesses thrive. But what does the state's top business entities have to say? Studies show the economy remains one of the top issues in voters' minds. 11 Republicans and 3 Democrats are being praised as good for business by Missouri's Chamber of Commerce. Now, interim president Kara Corchis says the issues that matter to businesses, such as childcare and public safety, do not belong to just one party.
We look at business issues, and business issues don't always just tend to fall among party lines. We care about issues like economic development and workforce development.
Missourians will vote on their next governor and many other officials on November 4th.